Hey everyone, so my first tip to kind of spice up your reading life a little bit, just make it a little bit different. The first tip I have is like the easiest and the most obvious, is pick a genre that you don't usually read from. So for example, if you love YA contemporaries and you just love contemporary romance novels in general, maybe go and pick up something else like fantasy, sci-fi, historical fiction, just something that you don't usually read quite often, and it'll be a much different reading experience for you. And who knows, you might find a book that you really like and a genre that you might want to explore more after. Second tip is to read in a different format. It's as easy as that. Recently I switched over to the Moby Dick audiobook, so I've been listening to that, and it's just a much different reading experience, and it kind of just changes things up a bit. If you typically listen to audiobooks, maybe try physical or an ebook. If you typically read physical books, maybe try an ebook or an audiobook. Just kind of switch it up, do something a little bit different. My third tip is to basically choose an author and then just explore their works. You don't have to like close your eyes and point at your shelf to like an author, but you can, if you read one book by that author and you really enjoy it, then that can be your author and you can explore all their works. And I think that would be really fun. And you can kind of do like a little study on their works. So you can do something like Gillian Flynn. She has 4-ish novels out, 3 novels and then a short story out. So you can check her out. Or you can do like Dickens, pick up like Great Expectations, and then do like A Tale of Two Cities, Oliver Twist. Make your way down. Not down, because I don't even know the chronological order of his books, but you can do something like that, and it's just kind of interesting. You can do a study on the author, and especially if you're like writing a book, you can choose like a really popular fantasy author and just read all their books and kind of see why and you could just kind of see why their books are so successful and how you can make your book successful. You get my drift? Next one is a bit different, and that is basically pick a genre. It doesn't have to be a genre that, like any genre, a genre that you love, a genre that you never reach for, and read the 5 most talked about books in that genre. So for example, if you're doing contemporary, you can do Anna and the French Kiss. You can do a Morgan Matson book like Since You've Been Gone. You can do a Colleen Hoover book. Well, that's not YA, but you know what I mean. Doing fantasy, you could pick up like, I don't know, a Game of Thrones and City of Bones, and just mix it up a bit. Just do a study on that genre. Just like Ariel Bissett, I remember she did one on magical realism, so she explored that genre. I think that's a really interesting way to kind of change things up a little bit. And my 5th and final tip is to do a buddy read. Buddy read books all the time, and this may not be the tip for you, but for the people who don't usually do that, just find someone who will want to buddy read with you. This could be someone in person, it could be someone online. I don't think it matters. I've done both. I don't know what a buddy read is. You just talk about you guys read the book at the same time and you talk about it as you go along, and it's just kind of like you get to see their first reactions and you just kind of chat about it, and it's just really fun and it's different, and I like doing them. And you can get a friend online, or like even on Twitter, like if you don't have a YouTube or anything but you have Twitter, you can just like kind of type out like, anyone want to buddy read this, and probably someone will reply, probably. So you can always do that, or a friend from school, maybe you know someone who reads, and you can be like, hey, maybe we can do a buddy read of some kind of book, and just brainstorm a bunch of books. If you hate the book, it doesn't matter, because you can just laugh at it with the other person, and it's kind of funny, and you can encourage each other to finish it, or you can just say like, screw it, let's leave it. And you know, and it's interesting too if one person likes it and one person doesn't. You can discuss the writing style and how you like the writing style and the characters, and it's just a lot of fun. I really like buddy reads. So those were my 5 bookish tips to spice up your reading life. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was really different from my usual content, so I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye!